Well, hi, everyone, and welcome to Monterey on Tonight, show number 108. 108, and look who I have sitting next to me here. If I could tell you the story, the whole story, you'd go, what?
We'll talk story.
There's a story about this young lady. But we'll get into bits and pieces of the Cheyenne Lopez story.
Yeah.
Or Lopez story.
Well, you got it. You nailed it. Cheyenne Lopez.
Cheyenne Lopez. Mm-hmm. Now you say it.
Lopez.
Okay. Cheyenne Lopez.
For now.
Now, did you know we were going to have two Lopez's on this show tonight?
You got the double whammy. You've been double blessed.
I don't know how that happened. This is Wendy putting it all together, and we have Mauricio. Is that the way you say that?
That's how I'd go with it.
Mauricio Lopez is here. He's our third guest tonight. These things rarely happen when you have two people who don't know each other have the same name on this show.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't think it's ever happened before. Has it, Dylan?
Not that I can recall.
It's a special night.
It's a special night. That's right. And those things do happen from time to time. Mm-hmm. But Cheyenne is going to be my co-host for the whole entire evening. And tonight I picked out something very special in the way of our concert for her.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Special.
And that's right. And you know why it's special? Because from time to time, we have concerts that are really knock 'em out of the park. And other times, we have concerts that are
mellow. Chill.
yeah,
low key.
Well, like last
as the
week.
kids say these days.
Like
low-key.
last week. We had one that put us to sleep last week.
Oh, you had a siesta.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Right, Dylan? Didn't we have one last week that was kind of
Yeah, well, tonight's going to be a...
But tonight, it is none other than Carrie Underwood. Mm-hmm. For you. You know, she's a big star.
Mm-hmm. She's a country girl.
Country girl.
I'm a country girl.
You're a country girl?
From Mariposa.
Well, that's right. Mariposa, California, up there in the foothills.
Yeah.
Beyond, is it Merced or Fresno?
No, it's like Fresno, Merced, and then up towards Yosemite.
Oh,
It's
up
gonna
towards
be
Yosemite.
Mariposa.
How many miles is Mariposa from Fresno? Do you know?
No, it's about an hour and 15 minutes, though.
Okay. And now, do you take, when you go to Mariposa off Highway 99, do you go up through Merced?
No. No, it's 99 to the 49.
Oh.
140.
I don't know. I really don't.
I think it's 140.
140?
I think it's 140, yeah.
You must not go there very often.
It's been a while. No, I'm more out here in the Bay Area now.
Yes, I know. And she's residing now up in Foster City, but she's spending a lot of time right here
In Monterey.
on the Monterey Peninsula. And maybe, just maybe we'll get into that tonight. Maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
And how she ended up being here tonight. In fact, before we went on the air tonight, I asked her, I said, Cheyenne, did you ever think you'd be sitting in a TV studio and be on television right here in Monterey, California, on Monterey on Tonight?
No. Never. No.
See? Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, life is a trip.
It is.
Life is strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're going to have fun tonight because that's my thing.
That's just what happens in this studio.
That's right. It does. It happens every week. This is show 108.
10 infinity. I'll never forget. It's an infinity sign.
That's right. The infinity. Oh, very good, Cheyenne. The infinity sign.
Yeah, everything's symbols. Symbols to the mind.
That's right. You're right. Make a symbol.
Yeah.
Well, let's get started then with show number 108, and we'll be coming back and talking to her about all of the things she does. And my goodness, there's a page and a page and a page of her bio here. Unreal. Okay, so stay tuned for Cheyenne. And here comes Carrie and the concert of tonight on show 108 right now. Hey, that is none other than Carrie Underwood. Mm-hmm. You were really enjoying her, weren't you?
I think after watching her, you feel more empowered, right? She's got a lot of strength and empowerment in the way that she moves, the way that she sings, the way that she connected with the people on the stage and her audience.
And you know what else you admired was her microphone
The chain.
chain. I mean, I've never
Yeah.
seen anybody do that.
Lots
A
of
chain.
detail.
And her outfit.
Yeah.
You really liked her outfit, didn't
I
you?
will be Carrie Underwood next year for Halloween. I know what I'm going to be. This outfit.
You're gonna
right here.
get that outfit and wear it next Halloween.
Yeah.
And change your hair to a little blonder than it is.
Yeah, all I got to do is cut it, and then for whatever reason, it gets more blonde that way. Yeah, it
That's
does.
how it happens.
Yeah.
My co-host tonight is Cheyenne Lopez, and she has a story. Of course, all my co-hosts have stories. She's a dynamic professional with over a decade of experience in health and wellness, education, hospitality, and pet care.
Yeah, pretty dynamic.
You are dynamic. Pet care. Now, let's talk about the fact that you've excelled as a fitness center manager and advanced to become a yoga teacher in Costa Rica,
Yeah.
Miami, and California. You've traveled around, girl.
Oh, I've been to more places. This is just where I ended up teaching. I was teaching English, actually, as a second language,
Yeah.
and yoga and meditation when I went to Costa Rica.
Oh.
And then I created my own studio in Miami right before COVID, Miami Outdoor Yoga. And I would post up on the beach there and teach yoga.
Yeah, on the beach. Wow.
yeah,
That sounds great.
It was amazing. And I think my favorite part was teaching on South Beach, which is where a lot of families would come. And so I would get to do yoga with kids. And I noticed I really enjoyed doing kids yoga. So I actually ended up creating specific classes for kids there.
And I have somebody I want you to meet. Her name is Katie.
Katie. Does her last name start with a B?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are almost like mirror images.
I think there's some sort of
Yeah, there's
parallel
some kinda- I
electricity
don't know
going on
what it
between
is.
us. Yeah.
And then as Chief Happiness Officer, I love that.
Yeah.
At a mechanical design firm, you significantly enhanced organizational culture and visibility. Who wrote this? This is great.
Yeah. Well, I wrote that actually.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Well, so I worked at a mechanical design firm and I was the office manager and executive assistant. But, you know, when you have these roles, you're wearing so many different hats. So got together with the team and sort of discussed, like, is there a better title that could be more fitting? We came up with this. So I had my
love
business
it.
card and I would take us to events throughout the Bay Area that were a lot of like biotech type of events that I would post us up at, and I would hand out my business card and I would be sort of the face. Like I would get to know people and then have them come into our office and greet them and get them to like check out our team and see what we get to do there. We had like a bunch of 3D printers and the team could make, you know, any sort of idea come into a reality.
Wow.
And so it was a really fun. It was like 5 or 6 years that I worked there. I had a lot of fun though. So
Fun,
everyone said
that's
I would
my
make them happy.
word.
Like the gentleman in here was like, "Oh, you made me smile." And
That's my word.
That was
You're
part of
fun,
my role.
fun.
Yeah.
Who came up with the Chief Happiness
That
Officer?
was a collective idea. We like had a bunch of whiteboards around everywhere. So anytime somebody had an idea, whether it was making a product or having a vision for whatever they wanted to do with life, we would all sort of get together, whoever was available, and post things up on a whiteboard. And I remember having a bunch of different titles to see what would be most fitting. I was like, I love this.
I love it too.
The CHO.
A business card that has Chief Happiness Officer on it. Come on.
Yeah, it was catchy.
It is catchy.
Yeah.
Well, Cheyenne is going to be with us until 9 o'clock tonight, our 3-hour show. Tonight we're going to promote our other channel because we started doing that last week.
Okay.
Because our chief sales guy over in the Fresno area, Bob Urich, said, Gary, we need to promote Me TV, which is our other station here in Monterey and Fresno. So we want to do that. And we'll do that later tonight. We'll talk about Me TV. And we'll bring in our first guest now.
Okay.
But we're going to go play one more of Carrie's video from her concert.
Get a little more empowerment.
That's
up in the
right.
vibe, a little energy,
Yeah.
a little electricity.
You like that, huh?
I love it, yeah.
Okay. My co-host. And what a story. Maybe we'll give you just a little tidbit. Okay. Later on in the evening, so stay tuned.
Enjoy, Miss Underwood.
Okay. Yes, Miss Underwood. Here she goes. One more video, and then our first guest of the evening. Carrie Underwood is our musical concert for tonight on show number 108.
Infinity.
Infinity. I like when you said that because that's really cool.
That's what it is. Anytime you see the number 8,
Eight
you
is
think
the infinity sign.
Yeah, something infinite is happening right now.
Ooh.
The finite and the infinite, making a connection.
See, she's. Did I use the word we talked about it? Woo woo with you.
Woo woo. No, that's my old life. But I guess I'm still woo woo. I can be that.
Woo woo.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, it works.
It's
Infinity sign. This is Cheyenne. I love that name, Cheyenne. It's easy to remember because I think of Wyoming
It's
when
the
I say
capital
Is that the capital
of
of
Wyoming. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Native American tribe?
Are you Native American?
No.
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 But there's a lot of Native Americans in Cheyenne.
I would
think
imagine.
so,
I would
yeah.
imagine.
Do you want to give out your nationality, Cheyenne?
I'm mainly German.
Mainly German.
77% German.
77%. Did you have one of those
Yes.
ancestry things done?
Ancestry DNA.
You did?
Yeah. Yeah, I grew up thinking that I was Italian. I know you're Italian.
Oh, yes, I am. You grew up thinking? Who told you that?
Yeah, right? There's belief that we have Italian in our blood, that our
Yeah.
family came from Italy.
Yeah.
But when I did the DNA test, I showed my family.
German.
Well, we
No.
knew German,
You
but there
knew
was
German.
zero Italian.
Zero Italian.
Mainly German, Spanish, Irish, English, Wales, like all over. It's. I mean, we're a mutt. We're European mutts, right?
European mutts. All right. Well, how about that? You know, her bio's something else here. Active volunteer with the Central Peninsula's Church Student Ministry. Cheyenne leads small groups, mentors students, and facilitates community events, among other things.
Yeah.
She founded, and she kind of taglines this, if I don't know whether we put it on screen. She founded Shine On. I love that name. A platform connecting wellness professionals with natural remedies, which is evolving into a personalized service model. Tell me all about that.
Yeah, so Shine On started off with a bunch of entrepreneurs that are in the wellness. So if you have your own, like we connect gym members or owners rather, chiropractors, people that are involved in nutrition, people that are dietitians, people that are just really wanting to have a holistic approach to wellness, because we have the beautiful benefit here in the United States of having Western medicine, but sometimes it doesn't give you the result that you're looking for. And so there's usually a more holistic approach to go about it that the doctor may or may not have the feedback or advice to share with you. And so you got to kind of be your own wellness advocate. You got to research and figure out, what do I need to do? So we decided to plug in a bunch of us to gain a better understanding of what do you need to eat, because a lot of our health is determined off of what we're eating, what we're consuming, not just food wise, but mental thoughts. What are the stories that we're believing, the narratives that we're running in our mind, and then what are you doing to assimilate what's actually good for you and eliminate what's not right for you. That's in terms of food and thoughts and emotions. And I think that when you can actually start connecting people from different wellness backgrounds, you can start to understand what's working for you. It's a trial and error thing. Like there's a diet that's going to be specific that is better for your body that might not be great for mine, vice versa. And so just learning that and actually being dedicated and having a team that's also holding you accountable to putting those practices in. So this has been something that I've been loving to do, and I want to evolve it to be a bit more focused on being an esthetician. So
you're going to take up esthetician work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you starting to do that now?
Yeah, well, I've been sort of doing this at my home. So when I have like girls over and we have hangout sessions, I like to do spa days. And so we'll spend hours doing different things on our face, different treatments and stuff. And I really enjoy doing that. A lot of it has stemmed from my own personal journey with my face. I've had a lot of acne since I was a teenager. It's much more under control now, but there's so many things that I needed to do in order to get it to be where it's at right now. And a lot of it is food and exercise and sweating. Like, we need to make sure that we're actually accessing the different systems in our body to not just glow on the outside, but internally our body is trying to communicate. This is our biggest organ, our skin. And so when your skin's starting to speak up, the inside, your body is trying to communicate something for you.
Isn't she amazing? She really is. And tonight in the studio right now, our second hour guest is coming in, and he just happens to be my PCP. Do you know what PCP stands for?
Primary care physician.
Yeah. Dr. Tell Franklin is going to be sitting in that chair, my second hour guest tonight.
Awesome.
And I'll bet you guys, with what you just talked about, talking with Dr. Franklin, Dr. Tell, as I call him, you guys are going to get along famously.
I'd love to have a conversation with him.
Oh, he's taking good care of me.
That's good.
I'm
You're in great
still
health.
here.
Yeah, you're here and you're doing well.
I'm doing well.
Yeah.
Thank you for him. And there's a lot of other people in my life right now. My PT.
Physical therapist?
No, my personal trainer.
Who's your personal trainer?
Somebody you might know. Have you met JB?
The gentleman that I might be in love with?
We're giving away secrets here tonight.
Rewind. Pull it in.
My goodness. Yeah. See, I knew eventually we were going to get all of this out, and you did it.
All right. I gave a little bit of a hook. We'll
That
just
was
leave
the
it
hook.
hanging there.
That's right. There are going to be a lot of people wondering now, what's going on?
What's the deal? Yeah.
How did he find her? How Gary Morris found this guy? Well, it's a long story.
We got time to talk
We do. We have another 2.5 hours. Or 2 hours and 15 minutes looking at the clock. Anyway, I just love doing this show because those are the kind of things that makes it interesting.
Are the interesting people you get to continuously come across?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to take you out there in the green room and introduce you to Dr. Tell, my PCP, who will be on the air as my second hour guest. You're watching Monterey on Tonight. I'm Gary Morris.
I am Cheyenne Lopez.
And she's Cheyenne Lopez, and we're here tonight till 9 o'clock on KMBY, channel 27.10 here in Monterey, on channel 16.1 in Fresno, on channel 27.1 in Fresno, and on the internet streaming live at kmbytv.com.
And on YouTube.
And on YouTube with all the special editions of this show.
Yeah.
You're going to be on YouTube also. This whole segment that you and I are doing tonight, going to be on YouTube. So if you want to see Cheyenne Lopez on YouTube, it's going to happen probably in the next couple of days.
Yeah.
But, they can go to our website and see the archive of the whole show with the music. We don't play the music.
No, I noticed that.
On YouTube.
Right.
Because YouTube goes, you can't do that.
No fun for you.
Yes. But it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
So are you having a good time tonight?
I'm loving this.
Are you having fun?
I am having fun, and you're getting some really cool conversations to take place here.
Yeah.
So.
Did you enjoy my conversation with Dr. Tell Franklin, my PCP?
He nailed it.
Did he?
He nailed it with sharing some practical things that people can be aware of with their health. But I think the number one thing that he shared is sleep. We all need to train to be professional sleepers. Honestly,
Amen. Do you like to sleep?
I love sleeping. I sort of coined the term I'm a sleepy princess. Because I want to protect it. And when I'm not doing a good job at protecting my sleeping habit, I get a little frustrated. I'm just kind of not super happy with things. This is how I used to be. But now I've sort of let go because I'm also trying to run with a story of being more stress-free, just kind of letting things unfold. It doesn't always happen that way. It's a training. But I think that prioritizing our sleep, if we were to do that, it would help all the other areas of our life. But
how many hours do you like to get sleeping? How many hours?
How many do I like to get?
Yeah, well, then how many hours do you sleep? How many hours do you like to get? Are you sleeping less than you'd like to sleep?
Yeah, I'm sleeping less than I'd like to sleep. That's usually like I go in and out of season. So if I can get a full 8 hours,
Ooh.
I'm a very energized person. But it's also the window that I go to bed. I notice that I get tired around 9:30. That is my first window to start winding down. And then by 10 o'clock, if I'm asleep, then great. 10.
But you're an early riser?
I do. If I'm waking up at 5 a.m. because I've already had my 8 hours of refreshed sleep, I am I'm just catalyzing myself throughout. Like,
you're ready
life.
to go.
I'm just a fireball.
Wow.
But it takes like about a week or two to train my system to go to bed with enough sleep on time to wake up at 5. So realistically, I'm getting up at 6.
Okay.
These days,
Okay.
yeah.
Did daylight savings time back to Pacific time kind of mess things up for you?
No, because I actually had the opportunity to get good sleep there before. I was on a good health track at that little window. So it makes a difference if you're consuming foods that are lighter for you. I know the previous gentleman was talking about food, and I think one main takeaway that people can think about is when you go to the grocery store, stay on the outside of the grocery store. Everything inside is going to have a label, and the label is usually going to have processed food and preservatives. And so that's just sort of like a trick. Do most of your shopping on the outside.
What do you mean?
Where there's produce, where there's vegetables and fruits and fresh food, and it's not in a box that's been sealed up.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so when you
hang out in the produce section,
Yeah.
lots of fresh fruits and vegetables.
Yeah. And the meats are going to be on the outside, so if you enjoy meats.
What's your favorite fruit, Cheyenne?
Ooh, that's really hard. I love mango.
Mango.
But mango's super high in sugar, so I try to not eat too much sugary stuff.
Papaya?
Papayas are great. Yeah.
That's one of my favorites, papaya.
Yeah, papaya. I love dates, bananas. I love all fruit. I just don't eat very much of it because too much sugar, even
What's
though
your
it's
favorite
natural.
vegetable?
Oh, vegetable. I'm a daily arugula eater.
Arugula?
And if you're like, arugula, try it raw. Like, try it without any sort of dressing on it. It's
Really?
spicy. It's got, it's packed with a nature punch in your mouth. It's pretty cool.
What kind of dressing do you put on your arugula?
I always make my own homemade dressing. It's olive oil with balsamic vinaigrette and lemon juice. If you just do those 3,
That's all you need.
it will rock your world with the salad, and you don't have to go buy pre-made dressings that have sugar in it.
Yeah, that's right. No sugar.
No sugar.
No sugar.
Stay away as much as you
Okay.
can.
Talking about sleeping, but I have a question about sleeping.
Sleep.
Do you like to put the patches on when you're sleeping so it's dark, dark, dark? Do you like to sleep in a dark room? Or does sunlight in your room bother you?
I love that you're bringing up the light thing with sleep because it's very important to pay attention to this. Because once you start getting tired, around 7 o'clock, I used to have my home set up to where all the lights that were up and around here would start to shut off, or they would be like a red light bulb or maybe like an orange color. If not, they would be close to the floor because you want to start letting your body's melatonin start producing. And it won't do that if there's lights out because the brain thinks sunlight, it's still daylight time right now. And so instead of taking melatonin, just start playing around with the lighting. Take your screen away from your phone. Yes, as much as possible, have your room dark when you're sleeping. I used to be very on top of eye masks. I sleep with earplugs in. I don't want sound most of the time. And I think that our screen, our phone, is something that we just sort of forget about. So I have red light blocker glasses.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, and I think
Red light blocker glasses.
and that will help with if I need to
So
be
the screen, the blue light.
screen. Sometimes I have to do computer work late at night, so I'll wear my red light blocker glasses. I used to wear the yellow ones too if I know that I'm going to be
So
in
that
a lot
helps
of
a lot, huh?
yeah, because the brain is trying to keep you awake when there's lights out. So these are just simple tricks. The lighting, temperature.
Turn the lights down in the room.
Get the
kinda
lights,
get ready.
dim them. Try to keep them as close to the floor as possible if you can. You can even change settings on your phone so
Yes.
then they can go a sepia or black and white. Make those dim. So play with the lighting, but also temperature. So for my
Oh, wait a minute. Temperature. You mean in the room that you're in as you're getting ready to go to sleep?
Yeah, so most of our bodies will be heating up as we're sleeping. So I know that they have beds and mattresses and all kinds of mats that you can put on your sleeping space, which is fine. I don't do that. Just having the temperature lower though, because you will wake up. Your body will wake you up if you're too hot. So these little things that you kind of want to pay attention to, like, are you waking up in the middle of the night? Is it because of temperature? A lot of times it could be because your liver is overburdened. And so did you eat too much heavy food? Did you consume something that was just very taxing on your body, because the liver acts like a janitor in the middle of the night? And so if you're waking up between the hours of 2, 3 a.m., that's going to be a big indicator that you probably consumed something that your body is having a hard time digesting all of it.
That's so interesting, because that actually happened to me with the pharmacist, Dr. Ben from Colorado. He was, in fact, we were having dinner at Ella's at the airport in Watsonville, one of our sponsors, and we walked in, and so he really didn't put very much in front of him on his plate, and I said, "Aren't you hungry? Aren't you going to eat?" He says, "Oh, no." He said, I always think about what I'm going to put into my body and how hard my body has to work to digest the food."
Yeah, so good. Yeah.
What a tip, huh? I go, wow. And then he said, "Let me go out to the car." And he goes out to the car and he comes back with 2 bottles of vitamins. And he said, "Here, I want you to start taking these." And they were both vitamin Bs. Okay. Start taking those every day. You can get them on Amazon. You get everything on Amazon. And I'll tell you, it made a big difference.
Really?
Oh, wow. Number one, the vitamin Bs were fabulous. Helped me a lot. Felt great. And then, now when I put a meal in front of me, I really think about what he said.
Yeah.
Gary, think how hard your body is going to have to work to digest that food.
Have you heard of Ayurveda?
Ayurveda?
Ayurveda.
Never heard of
If
Ayurveda.
you've never heard it, you
No.
pronounced it so well.
Did I say it right?
You said it perfect.
Ayurveda?
Ayurveda.
Okay, what is it?
This is the medical system that they use in India. So
In
like,
India?
In India. And so a lot of yogis, I have come from a yoga background, but a lot of yogis will incorporate the practice of Ayurveda because it helps you to understand your relationship with thoughts and food and the quality of your body. And so if you're consuming food that has really heavy elements and you know that you don't want to be consuming that, you might need something lighter. Maybe it depends on like also the season of the time of the year that we're in. Are you trying to go to bed, or are you trying to get some energy for the day? So there's a lot of different indicators to pay attention to, but it can be as simple as describing this subject to kids, but it's so sophisticated that you can study it all of your life.
Really?
To understand, it's a really interesting way to view our human bodies, but it kind of boils down to, what are you consuming? What are you? How are you assisting the assimilation of that, and how are you assisting the elimination of it? It's kind
You
of
sound like Dr. Ben Fuchs. You guys should know each other. He's in Colorado.
This wasn't the gentleman here. Okay,
No, that's Dr. Tel Franklin.
got some cool people for me to be in touch with and get to know.
I'm gonna put you in the circle
Yeah,
because you make a lot of sense, Cheyenne.
it's really important for us to be having these conversations, so because we can just go out and about in our life and just consume
And never have
things
these conversations.
and not really
See why
know.
people should watch the show?
Yeah, watch, and you're gonna get healthier.
That's right. Watch the show and get healthier. Maybe we should do a health show.
Well, healthier and happier.
There
Yeah.
you go. And have fun.
Yeah, shine on. No.
Shine On. It's the name of her organization, her business, Shine On. And you know, one thing we haven't talked about with her, we'll do it the next segment, is rover.com.
Oh, yeah. That's a big passion of mine.
Big passion. Rover.com. Go look it up. All right, back to more Carrie Underwood right here on Monterey on Tonight. Thank you, Dylan Holmes.
That was awesome.
Wasn't that great?
I love
mean,
those.
people say to me, where did you come up with the idea to have all of the new videos from the artists of today? Because, Gary, you usually play people that are dead or old. I can't help it. No, I know. But Carrie Underwood was a pretty good choice tonight for you,
That was a
wasn't it?
great choice. I'm glad that you
And
chose
I did it
her.
in honor of you.
That was perfect.
Okay.
That was honestly so
So, anyway, before we go, because Cheyenne also has one other aspect to her career. I want her to talk about Rover.com.
Yeah.
What is Rover.com, Cheyenne?
Rover lets me borrow people's dogs. I call them Pokemon because Pokemon, they're the real creatures on planet Earth that have superpowers.
Right.
They can decompress you, they take you outside for walks, but I really connect a lot with dogs and I love being around them. And this initially came about after COVID. I was going through emotional turbulence as most of us were, and so my step was to go to a dog park. I'd sit there, hang out, and I thought be kind of nice to actually have a dog with me. Signed up for a Rover account, and then it just took off. And so
You're doing that now, right?
Yeah, I'm doing this now and I love it. I wasn't expecting it to be such a full-time thing for me, but this is a main thing that I do almost every single day. It gets me up early and outside and being with dogs, and I train them. I take them on adventures, depending on what the client needs. But I usually give them really cool photos like this, and
my goodness,
and really nice videos. I've learned over time when to capture certain moments that just make the owners feel like they're with their Pokemon, that make them feel like their Pokemon's actually on a resort retreat kind of experience. So
look at that.
This is just it's been such a big blessing. I've learned to really embrace this part of my life a lot more than I was
when I
expecting
first
to.
heard about you, from JB, I heard about Rover.com. I said, what's she doing? He said, Rover.com. And I said, what's that? Yeah. So that's only part of this young lady, though. Oh, look at that one.
Yeah, this is Luna. I had her for New Year's, so it made a little
What a
Happy New Year to the
cutie.
mama.
Yeah.
I love making cards and different things for.
I can tell.
These are. I usually get hired by people that look at their Pokemon as a child.
As-
This
yeah,
is
well,
their
of course.
baby. This is somebody that's very precious to them and their family members. So I honor that by taking them out and sending them nice little holiday cards.
We have something in the studio for you tonight. Young man, will you stand up and come on into the set
Oh.
and present this lady with?
We've got.
Oh my
Two-
goodness! And how about a kiss? How about a kiss?
Oh, it wasn't a chocolate kiss. This is a real thing.
That's a real one.
Woo! Thanks,
And
babe.
you are the first co-host that ever got flowers delivered to the set. Yep.
Yeah, he likes to give me fresh flowers.
Well, see that?
And my Oma. Oma, if you're watching, shout out. Look, I got baby breath, just like you.
Yep. Oma is where? She's in what city?
Corona, which is San
Corona.
Bernardino County.
Okay, so she's going to see this show probably on the archives.
Yeah, unless she's tuning in right
Unless
now.
she's watching it right now.
If you are,
Hi, Oma.
Hi, Oma.
Well, it's been great to have you here, Cheyenne, tonight. This has been so much fun.
This is so fun.
And I'm glad you were here. And Dylan was glad you were here. And I was glad you were here. And everybody in the green room was glad you were here.
Yeah.
So hopefully now we're going to have you back from time to time.
I would love that. I'm really.
Did you
enjoying-
have fun?
Yeah, I like this whole. That's such an experience that you go on. I'm sure on the receiving end, I've watched some of the shows, but also being here as well, and all the different people that you bring on, the
Lots of
different
people.
videos.
Yeah.
Everyone has their moment of creativity, so it's just a big canvas of art that you get to see.
Ooh, that's
In
nice.
a few hours.
I like
Yeah.
that canvas of art.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go out tonight.
Yes, we are.
Show number 108.
Infinity.
Infinity sign with Carrie and her last song of her concert. Dylan has sorted that out. And that'll be it for tonight. And we'll be back next week with show number 109 and a new co-host. And maybe the beau of that particular co-host will bring her flowers. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Anyway, thank you, Cheyenne.
Thank you so much. It's been so fun.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
enjoyed having you here. Okay, Dylan, take it away with the last Carrie Underwood video of the night.